boys, 8-Bit Blaze here with Ryan and Sarah. They will be playing some more Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and oh boy, support conversation.
Oh, this person has two.
She can't do the next one until after some time has passed, so the time skip.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, hello. Have you been there long? I was absorbed in this book.
Another silly legend?
First of all, they're not silly. And second of all, no. It's an essay that speaks to uncommon and challenging battle scenarios. I've been researching such things since you proposed your unique strategy. Listen to this. Your commander gives orders that put your hometown in extreme danger.
I mean, this is their B, so yes, it matches the last one.
What nonsense. I was talking about real-world tactics, not some dumb ethical question.
Whatever your personal feelings on the matter, I see similarities between such tactics and these dumb ethical questions. I haven't read beyond this one, but I think the obvious answer is to follow your commander. The duty and pride of being a knight demand that you follow orders, regardless of your own feelings. But if I were put in such a position, I don't know how I'd fare. In fact, were someone to carry out those orders, I know that I'd attempt to stop them.
Stop bothering with all this. You're not meant to be a knight. Go find a husband.
What the fuck?
Excuse me?
Yeah! Women
You heard me.
can be powerful too.
I know you hate the ideals of chivalry and pride. So much so, you prefer to escape your duty as your family's heir.
Oh, damn.
You have no right to criticize me for my ideals.
Perhaps not. At least I know not to heedlessly obey orders. I know not to romanticize blind obedience. My brother taught me to think for myself.
Don't you dare bring Glenn into this.
Oh, damn.
You're right. Forget it.
Yeah, I wish I knew a little bit more of that backstory on that stuff.
Since they've already said it, you just forgot. Time has to pass for that one.
So, like, even if I click
it won't happen. Yeah, it won't happen until after the time skip.
Mm-hmm.
His brother sacrificed himself to save a nobility, and his dad was proud of his death for that and praised his death, and he hates his family for that.
Because
and so
they praised it because
he hates that people. Yeah, he hates that people like chivalrize something like his brother basically killing himself for someone else. He hates that. That's why he's so mean to people.
But his brother probably killed himself to help someone.
Well, no, he did. But his brother was protecting like
it cannot be true.
He doesn't think a knight should have to sacrifice himself to protect someone.
Yeah.
The knight should try to protect
how far
themselves.
to take my search.
I don't even see.
Yes. A great many strange and terrible things. I must not dismiss the possibility that someone among the students is behind. I have a request.
Okay. What is your training stuff again? I do need to do spear and axe. For all I know, it might be my charm.
Are you not gonna do one of them?
I'll wait.
There's only 2 missions for this one.
Yeah. But there's something glowing over here.
It's the wood cutting book you were supposed to get.
I thought I saw something I can pick up over here.
Yeah, it's in the bush. No, that ain't it. Still ain't it. You're 1 room short.
So right here. Am I missing?
Yes, you are missing it.
I found it.
Now you can just report back to him real quick.
Okay. It's so weird to only have like 2 little missions though. And they're not even that big of a mission either, like it was...
Most of these missions are just fetch quests.
Thank you very
But I
much.
just make it difficult because I don't know where I'm going.
Well, yes, you lose your way stupidly sometimes.
What is that?
Heavy armor.
Oh.
The one that kind of fucked me over. That and writing, because the two people I can't get involve those two things, and... Yeah.
Oh. No, I want to recruit people, but I have no idea what any of the students have or need.
Professor.
So I'm like at a standstill.
I will say magic is a big one for a lot of things. Reason and faith. Those two are big ones for a lot of them. Oh, this is for you. Pick a contestant you want to participate to have a chance to get the dancer class.
Oh, so I just need to find someone to dance with?
Well, no. It's... Remember how I said it's a chance whether you get that dancer class or not? So see, these two magic ones, a lot of the students want one of these two.
So I probably need to just focus on magic, but I'm like so far.
You can, but you're probably, like I said, way too far. But like you have to focus on getting them from the teachers at this point.
Yeah.
So like hit every teacher that you can, not her. You still have teachers up here by you.
I only had one.
No, you both of them will do magic for you.
Okay.
Except for maybe Seth. I don't know if he does, but he'll do axes for you.
I don't even know.
Seth is up there by her. And then Hanneman's in his room.
I don't know where any of the people are. Boink.
I have looked into Tom from his... I have also... It is almost...
Okay, he doesn't have magic, but he can do axe.
I don't think I'm gonna worry about the axe because I don't think it's gonna... I don't even know if it's gonna matter with her because I don't know if my charm's high enough.
As long as one of them's high enough, it doesn't matter. There's two. It's two options. They blend together. Now, you want to know how I recruited at least 4 or 5 people in my first run? I spammed the hell out of the learning thing. That night,
Well, I kind of wish I did do it more than
I figured out real quick that a lot of them were magic. That also helped.
Oh, wait, where's the other person in here?
Hanneman's in his room.
I don't know where his room is.
I mean, he's one of the blue dots. He's on your team.
Oh, right.
Well,
Just like Cetus is the only one up here that wouldn't be on your team, so he's the other yellow dot. No, go back.
Wait, is the
Left, right here.
Oh.
Literally, you knew which one was his room.
Gerig Mach, why? It's a once in a...
Faculty.
Freezing magic. Literally every student I recruited in my first playthrough was magic based.
Advisor.
It just shows you what crest you have. You have the crest of flames.
Oh. Okay, so... Oh, I just gotta find a
Manuela
dance
in the
dancer.
garden also does magic.
So did you do a lot of the eating the lunch thing too, or did you just...
I mean, I did when I needed to, but...
I'm not really... I need to stop doing that.
I mean, you need to do your greenhouse too, you haven't done it.
Yeah, that's what I was doing too.
Like I
That's
said,
going up so slow.
the plant doesn't make it go up that much. What makes it go up that much is the questions the students ask and then finding the weird books you can read around the campus.
Oh, and... Forgot to...
I don't even know if it would actually work if you cultivate it.
Great. You're new. I can't bear it. Oh, if you don't...
She seems bitter. Yeah, this one's not gonna go up at all, like...
I will say, if you can get Faith, since you just got a star, if you can 3-star Faith, you'll actually... it'll become a strength for your character, because you'll actually be good with Faith. Certain characters can suddenly get a new strength if you teach them certain abilities.
Okay, well, I guess I'm done then. I mean, I just gotta find someone to dance with.
Yeah, so basically pick someone from your class that you want to have a dancer class. They can use magic, and they'll be able to give another unit another turn.
Okay, so... Should it be someone that doesn't really do...
The higher the person's charm, the more, basically, the higher, more likely they are to win.
Okay, so...
So basically, I guess see who has the highest charm, and you're in the wrong fucking
I noticed that.
roster.
Okay. So...
I don't even know if the guy characters
Lonnie,
can get it. I'm just gonna tell you that right now.
do you want to look that up for me?
Well, I don't think it doesn't matter.
Oh,
but...
look at his charm. Well, if that's the case, hers is 18. Hers is only 9. Hers is 16.
Well, you also got to think about this. This overwrites this is a class. So, like, if you gave it to Ingrid, she's no longer a Pegasus Knight. So, you think about it that way. So, you could give it to Mercedes, that way she can heal and give people more turns.
Do you think it would be better with her then? Because she's just focused
I mean, she's got the highest charm out of your whole class.
I think besides, Ingrid. No. It's her. Yeah, I guess I'll just pick her. How do I pick her?
Go back and talk to her. So walk back down the hill. She was right there.
Okay.
Oh, now where did that Ingrid run off to? The ball is soon, and she hadn't even put on any makeup.
Ingrid doesn't
trying
like
to
makeup.
help her
She's
out.
I know,
impressive.
I
While
saw.
on the subject of the ball, what's this I hear about a dance competition? Physical activity isn't my forte, but dancing can be fun. If there's no one else you'd rather select, I'm happy to represent our class.
Should I choose? Yes.
Thanks for having faith in me, Professor.
I don't think she's gonna
I'll try
win.
my best to win.
Alright, do a quick lesson with her to raise her charm by 5.
So, how do I do that?
Talk to her again.
Oh, Professor, do you mind watching
Just
my
hit
dance
yes.
routine?
And then just hit A whenever. It doesn't matter. Her charm increased by 5.
How was that?
Oh wow, that is a lot more than
That's why I
I.
told you to pick the person with the highest. Dorothea in the Black Eagles has the highest, and I always have her as my dancer.
Okay, well, I'm going to just. I'm done then, right? I mean,
If you go talk to Manuela, she'll tell you how high the charm was of the student that won last year. If you're that, you were literally right there.
right.
I hear you've chosen your representative for the White Heron Cup. In that case, a word of advice. On an average year, the winning contestant has about this much charm.
I'm so afraid. Oh, usually around 13.
So you
Charm
pretty
is
much
important,
will win.
wouldn't you agree? Who wants a partner with
Just
no
hit A for the
charm?
rest of it.
Yeah.
Okay, just end your day.
Okay. Wait.
What?
I like collecting stuff.
Damn, my throat hurts. Ignore the cap turning.
Okay.
I've been having issues with my throat the past few days.
A question.
Yes. Some people hate spiders or centipedes, but they have no strong feeling towards flies or cricket. Why is that? They may all be bugs, but
Just pick the top answer.
do you know if that's good or not?
I'm pretty sure it's the correct answer.
As good a reason as any.
There you go. Pretty sure that'll get you. Yeah, that's gonna level you up, I'm pretty sure. Yep, there you go.
I'm a C+.
Happy days, there you go. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you can now do one more
Professor.
battle.
I'm not really caring about
He
you.
wants to excel as a bow knight instead of a wyvern rider now.
I want you to be a you know what? I would actually.
A
like
bow
that.
knight would be someone with a bow on a horse. That's what a bow knight is.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm never gonna use him, but if for kicks and giggles, if I have to. Whose birthday?
Bernadetta.
I mean, she's not gonna become friends with me, but you know what? Let's do that. Cause someone told me if you raise their affection up, it helps
Hey, Ingrid,
too.
this kind of...
I
Yes,
can't
the
finish
values you need to require to recruit them go down as you
How's
become
that,
better
Professor?
friends with them.
If you ask me.
Yes.
I would have liked to know that.
I did tell you that. You just
pay
don't
attention.
listen.
I do not listen very well. No, that is very true. They have look at that. Except for Casper.
It all makes sense now.
Well worth
What
the
did it-
effort.
What?
Did you hit plus to skip it?
Yes.
Whatever.
Why does that bother you so much?
Because I like to see what the values become.
Okay.
Go to Marketplace real quick. That's just not what I said to do. Item shop. Buy. Who doesn't have a shield? You can get him one and he'll have a better shield. Give him a steel shield. Because you can only buy 3 of them. And then who doesn't have one? He has iron.
I'm just gonna leave the shield.
I mean, okay, but the better the shield, the less damage. Technically, Ash can have one. And so can your mages. And you have to manually equip those, just FYI.
Ingrid doesn't have one of them.
Well, neither did your mages, and you just skipped over them.
Oh, I don't think about them as much.
Rude.
Okay.
Alright, now you'd have to go in your inventory and equip them. No, to do first. So hit items, go down, and just hit equipped. Ta-da. Yeah, it's weird that they don't like equip whatever's in their second hand naturally, but. And then was that the only? Well, I guess that you can only buy 3 from the shop right now.
Yeah.
One cool thing about New Game Plus though is, so you know how as you advance, the shops are getting the better items. From the beginning, the shops don't reset when you New Game Plus. So, like, you can buy silver weapons at the very start of the game.
Okay, so which magic is the one I'm gonna need the most of?
Literally both of them. I'm not joking.
Well,
it's because most of the students are mages, and
I
even
get to do 2 Cinemar.
you can do 2 because you don't have an attack battle one.
So I'll do his first. But both of their classes are really high though. B and B.
That's because they're going up because of your class too. Because you.
Man, I wish I could go up that high.
You've seen the benefit to having the teachers in your.
Am I starting to master this?
It's all coming together. Understand?
I wanted to know.
But no, like you want to know how weird some of this, how weird some of the requirements are for the magic. You know, Sylvain. I had to have a high reason magic skill to recruit him. He doesn't even fucking use magic.
That's weird.
And like to recruit Ash, I needed a strong lance skill. He uses bows as his default weapon.
I mean, I don't really care what you do, dude. If you want to,
I mean, he's gonna try to focus on one thing again.
Oh no.
That's the only part of that I pay attention to.
Oh, if it's gonna be one thing or if it's gonna be 2 things, just switch.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's
my
the thing?
sincerest apologies for the wait. Thank you for gathering here on the eve of the highly anticipated ball to bear witness to the Academy-wide dance competition. Welcome to the White Heron
It's how they handle the dance class. Normally in the older Fire Emblem games, there was one specific character that had the dance class and nobody else could use it.
And now they made it to where you can actually get someone to have it.
Well, it's because of how classes are handled in this game.
I mean, I like the way they have the classes.
Because anybody can be anything. In the older games, that's not necessarily how that works.
Well, that's nice though, because if you want to have like your whole team.
Well, that's why they did it. Yeah, it
it
gives you more availability to do whatever you want.
But it makes sense for this game.
And so, like, you could do an all bow run or something like that.
Who does all of her dancing in the dead of night? Shamir Navran.
What? I want to watch this.
I'm fine with you watching
The three of us swear on our honor to judge the following proceedings with utmost impartiality and fairness. And with that, will the representatives of each house please make their way to the stage? Contestants.
Okay, I guess I answered my. Well, no.
Ready to dance?
I guess the guy. They always send a guy. Like they sent Felix in one of my times for the Blue Lions.
I could have just had a random person do it, in a sense.
I mean, to be honest though, what I said stands. Did you want to get rid of anybody else's class?
No.
Because dancers can only use magic, I'm pretty sure.
But I would have loved to see Felix dance up here.
That's all, folks. Splendid.
Drum roll, please.
Now, let's hear what the judges have to say.
Yeah.
Oh my. Let's see. I suppose I have no choice, but
vote for my girl. She's in your class.
The Blue Lion House.
You're in my class.
Your performance was exhilarating. My heart is still beating a mile a minute.
I vote for
Blue Lion.
The Black Eagle
Fuck you.
House.
She's pretty cute though.
You were the most original.
You were the most original?
Great feedback, both of you. Well then, let's see. Factoring in my own
Oh, I'm
humble
so sorry,
opinion,
Quad. Unless you vote
yes,
Quad, I'll be fucking.
we have a winner. And I will announce who it is right now.
Oh my goodness, you're delaying. You don't know who to pick.
This year's White Heron Cup is the
Okay, so if you win, it's set up to where one of them doesn't go towards you, because that happened both times in mine.
Once more,
what do you mean?
please give a big
If
round
you
of applause
win,
for our talented
one of the
participants.
judges will always vote for someone else before you get both votes. So basically, it won't be all three pick you.
Okay.
Alright, you can change her. Well, I guess dancers can also use swords, but.
I'm not having her use a sword. If that was the case, I could have just had Felix.
Thank you.
I don't know. I always just had one of my had one of my mages always be mine.
So this is how it's done.
And I do remember though you have
As
to
long
go
as
in
it
and
makes me
change
stronger.
her class to
Well,
that. It
yeah.
doesn't change at
I
all.
always was at.
So you'll have to go in
finding
your
my focus.
inventory and hit reclass.
Okay. So.
This is your last Sunday, so go into your inventory real quick.
I
Oh yeah, you
appreciate
finished that
your
because the things are over.
Okay. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to go look at the statues.
Well, go to explore, do the teacher things, and then go do the statues. You don't have to do a seminar.
Yeah, but when I get more.
Not necessarily.
What was it?
Inventory and then reclass. And then, of course, go to Mercedes, and it's the top one. It's a unique class.
Will I still be. What's with the negative?
I have no idea what that means. Just pick dancer.
Okay. This class also wields magic. Okay.
Basically, you can use swords and both types of magic is what the class is good for.
Okay.
So I mean, the only reason I could say Explorer would probably be better is because you can do both faith. You can learn both faith and reason from the teachers, whereas a seminar would only be one or the other.
I might as well do Explore because then I can see after I do all that, I can see if I can actually, recruit anybody. If that makes sense.
I mean, yeah.
I wonder if my one thing's done. My seeds.
No, they'll be done. It's literally every Explore time. It's not like they finish
so
one.
I can do another one
So
then.
technically, if you can do 3 explorers, you can finish this 3 times a month. It's to every explorer.
Well, I might as well do this again.
Oh yeah, it's just 4 things.
Great. Just you're new.
Okay, yeah, they say the same thing. So
For the whole month, even though it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, my thing didn't go up much at all when I was. Hers is only faith though.
Then click faith. I mean,
Oh, that went up to D. I didn't know.
oh,
that.
you learned heal.
Practice yields
So if you
result.
become a magic class of some type, you can use heal. Eloise is axe.
Yeah. I probably should just do one more axe and see if I can't get that up. If that's not him.
I was at a... She appeared out of nowhere, dancing gracefully. We so...
Skip it. And I will say on New Game Plus, all your stats will go back down to default, but you can pay reason to quickly raise them to like rank C, stuff like that.
That's nice. I would
But
like to do
it's
that.
expensive as fuck. Shamir is only going to be like bow and lance. Your magic is going to be the bulk of that's going to be right here.
Really?
Nope.
Was it down this hall?
One of them is. He's still in his room. He hasn't moved.
Never. He never moves.
Derek Mark, it's a once in a...
Okay.
I mean, to even have a chance, you're going to have him on at least C. That at least gives you a chance.
Yeah, which means I have two more. I might just end up hitting explore more than
I have been. This can.
Can. That's what I did a majority of my. Because I did this.
Wait, how do I have still a?
Still the what now?
Never mind. I just. Keep
do you want to do the reason here or the faith one? The
I
faith
can
one.
Technically, do both.
You can't. You can only learn one from a teacher at a time.
Oh right.
I would say do faith because once you once it becomes a strength to you, it'll start going up more. So, so you got another star. You only need one more star. Cetus is in here, but it'll be axe. But I mean, you have 2 more things to burn since you got a professor level. You got another.
Yeah, I just realized that.
Okay, and then you technically got 1 more point to spend, so you can see if there's another teacher, or you can. I guess technically there's 1 more teacher, but or you could just do the food. One of those 2 more There's 3.
I don't even know. I don't remember where.
It's sword and brawl. If you wanted more axe, you would have had to go to the training area or whatever. Not training area.
The area. It wasn't. That's people call it.
Wow, you suck. You only give me 2 things.
That's what it's what they're good at.
I know.
Right. It's above stable. Keep going. Oh no, Gilbert, right there. Him. Turn around. Turn around.
It cannot be true.
I was gonna do spear too, but
I mean, like I said, first run through, you're gonna have to calm your ass.
I know.
Okay, go check the stats before you end today, since that was the whole point. No! And you can also do those messages if you want, but that's up to you. You haven't been doing them anyway, so...
I mean, I guess I could and see if I can raise affection for people.
It does a little bit, but like I said, you've been forgetting them, so it's not that big.
Did you eat... Is it down here?
Yes, it's behind you now. No. No. Left.
Oh, I was talking about the statues.
Well, no,
That's why I was confused.
I thought you were looking for the male thing.
Oh.
It's Hubert, I'm pretty sure. Maybe blatantly wrong.
Nothing suppressing but a lower.
I mean, he's a magic user. That could be the correct answer. If it's Hubert. Well, clearly it wasn't right. I don't know what the correct answer was supposed to be to that, then.
Everyone treats me like a child. Please do something about it. If you acted like an adult, you shouldn't feel pressure to act older than you are.
Sure.
I
I know who it is, but she's younger than everybody, but she got accepted because she's so good with magic. But she hates that everybody treats her like she's so much younger.
Yeah. That one kind of sucked, though.
Need something.
Okay, experience plus 10.
Yes.
10%. So now you'll get 30% more experience.
You're all set.
Once you max out, get all the experience ones, I think it's 60% is how much experience will go up much by.
See you again soon.
Okay.
So experience at max, once you get all those, will increase by 60%.
Oh, is there anyone I can actually see if they'll actually, like...
I mean, I can tell you who's recruitable via magic.
Yeah. Is there anybody in here?
No. No.
Wait, I already have all those people.
Ignatz and Lestitia.
I'm at look for kicks and giggles. Let's do it.
Basically, both golden deer. I don't know if they're in their classroom now, but no, you're going the wrong way. If it said they're there, they're either in the classroom or in this little part in the yard. Which, judging by the looks of it, they're in the classroom.
Aww.
You really haven't noticed there's cats, dogs, and owls everywhere?
I know, it's Hogwarts. Okay.
That's not who I was talking about.
I know, but I can't remember what his was.
It's the, it's
Charm
reason,
and
too. Yeah, see, magic. So he's magic also. That's what I'm saying. Most of the requirements for most of these students are magic.
Even when I'm still... Yes, I'm actually very busy right now.
Dang. Magic and faith. And...
Yeah, the only thing that...
Hilda. Why is that a thing?
It's almost time for the ball. Ooh. This being at school, we don't have many chances to get to profess. But if you're here to lecture me...
Charm and axe. I don't think anyone's going to, like...
I'd like to learn more about you. Maybe someday you can add me to your class.
That's a no.
Well, at least that's the
Oh,
most...
he was authority. I thought he was magic.
Well, that was the most politest, like... I like that. That was like the most
Try
polite.
open the map and I'll see if I remember any of the others. I'll just say Annette, but she's already in your class. Hubert won't join you. Raphael's heavy armor.
Yeah.
Sylvain's already in your class.
Oh, all those people besides... I mean, Gilbert can't be.
Technically, Dorothea would be magic. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think she will. I just can't...
If she's not magic, I don't... She's a...
What is this girl?
It's just it's a normal NPC.
Our life in... Why could...
That's so sad. Okay, where is she?
She's outside. Go that way.
This one?
Yes, and then left. Left.
That is left.
You started turning right, and I was about to flip out.
I wonder if Remire Village will ever be the same again. So many dead. Our class was also... I do find you very interesting.
Yeah, that's not it.
Authority.
Charm and
Okay,
authority.
That's really bizarre.
I should have just...
Well, to be fair, I don't...
Answer.
Why would I know what the Black Eagles requirements are?
Yeah.
To be fair. I could tell you literally everybody else's, but...
Man, I should have just...
Leonhardt should be magic, in theory.
I don't think
Or
I...
Linhardt. I don't know why I keep saying freaking...
You know, but when I...
No, you're mad. There's no way you're magic's high.
No. His is magic and reason. The thing is that I want to get my charm up, though, because that's actually...
level. You have to level up.
Because that's actually one of the things I wanted to get was their charm leveled up. Wait, I didn't have to teach?
No, because the mission's this week.
This is the only ball of the year, and I see why. Everyone is absurdly excited.
Your Highness, you sound so detached. We are all encouraged to enjoy the ball tomorrow.
Right you are. What a burden.
Huh. I never thought we'd see eye to eye, but I agree. I'd rather be swinging my blade than wasting my time with some girl at a ball.
Felix!
Felix, Your Highness, you must be joking, right? This is our chance to dance with all of the ladies of the Academy to our heart's content.
Yeah.
You wish to throw away the best day of the whole year for sword practice? Insanity, I tell you.
I'm pretty excited about the ball myself. It's not like we get to do things like this very often.
No.
Too true, Ash. In fact, I'm going to do you a favor and give you a crash course in chatting up girls. By tomorrow, you'll be an expert.
Actually, I'd much prefer if someone could just teach me how to dance.
Oh my goodness.
Don't worry about the dancing part. I can teach you that easy. It's time for the ball. That warrants at least a tiny bit of makeup, don't you think, Ingrid? Just a smidge.
Maybe. I'll think about it.
It's settled. Tomorrow morning we'll meet up in Ingrid's room. Ooh, I can't wait!
Oh, he's laughing.
You know, there's no telling where life will take us after we leave here. If only we could find a way to come together again, just like this.
Well, there's war. No.
A fine notion, Your Highness. Perhaps 5 years from now?
5
that's
years from
depressing. That is depressing thing for
That's
him
when
to say.
Garrick Mach Monastery will be holding its Millennium Festival.
By then, we'll be addressing Your Highness as Your Majesty instead.
That's right. I suppose we all know it's coming, but by then you'll be far removed from us.
Come now, you know me better than that. My title may change, but I won't. And it won't just be me, you know. 5 years from now, you'll all have your own stuffy positions to contend with. But as I understand it, the festivities at the Millennium Festival will be of a scale far beyond anything we've yet seen. In other words, the perfect excuse for all of us to return here.
Ooh, a reunion? That sounds fun! I wouldn't miss it for the world.
I'd love for you to be there as well, Professor. After all, you're the heart of the Blue Lion
Oh,
House.
thanks. I'll be there. I don't know if I'll try.
Then it's settled. Of course, if something happens and I'm not able to attend, I'm leaving all of the logistics of organizing this reunion to you, Professor.
You have to attend. No, it's like, no.
It's true. I'm sure being a king will keep you busy, but it's a bit early to be backing out of your own plans, don't you think?
Yes, I suppose you're right. I'm sorry. You have my word. I will return as well. Count on
Am I
it.
gonna lose all my money and stuff when I reset?
Well, New Game Plus, yeah.
Damn.
But that's why you use your renown to get your professor level back up to where it was.
And then you can get a lot of money
you're
over
getting the bigger chunks of money
Yeah.
earlier on.
Ooh, a cutscene. Ooh. I'm
Generic
excited.
students.
I love
generic
generic
NPC
students.
1.
Generic people dancing. No.
Jesus. To be fair, at least they made them all look different.
Yeah. Oh. She's dancing with someone. Oh, he's dancing. Why are you not dancing with me? No, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
Your character doesn't want to dance.
Why? Why am I stuck in the mud? Let's get out there and bust a move. I just realized I couldn't nominate myself for the dancing thing.
Well, no, why would you be able to?
This is really weird that they're dancing in close proximity with each other like this. Oh, my character looks so fucking cute! Yes, dance with him! Oh, I don't think that's me.
It is you.
Yes.
It's like in first person.
That's awesome. Oh, because that's the funny thing about Claude dancing with the guy. Wait, did you get the same thing too?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Everybody wants to
Running
dance with the
away.
teacher.
Running away?
I understand. You hardly had the time to breathe in there. It must be hard to be the favorite teacher at the ball.
I know, even the
Poor,
professors
poor
like me.
professor.
I'm not everyone's favorite.
Was that a joke? I find it hard to tell with you. Just think of all the students begging you to dance.
That's so awesome. Oh my goodness, Dimitri.
Professor, what are you doing here?
Aren't you going to dance with
Jesus.
this one?
Good one, Professor. I could see saving a dance for Edelgard, but Claude is another story. In any case, I have no intention of dancing with anyone. As a child, Edelgard taught me how to dance. It was a bit awkward.
It's weird to think that
honestly.
they've known each other since childhood. As a child?
I've told you before that we're siblings by marriage, haven't
Yeah,
I?
but
Her birth mother was my stepmother. Although I didn't know
I know
at
that,
the
but
time.
I didn't know why she would
My
teach as a
stepmother
child.
treated me with such kindness.
I don't understand the
Just
question
as though I were
sometimes.
her own flesh and blood. And yet she never so much as hinted that she had her own child, Edelgard. We were born and raised in different territories, without ever knowing the other even existed. Yet, against all odds, for just over a year, we became childhood friends. Indeed. Unaware of each other's stations or backgrounds, we met and became incredibly close. This was when she and Lord Arundel were living in the kingdom. They were in exile. This was a time of great turmoil within the Empire. I ran into her when visiting Lord Arundel's residence with my father. She seemed quite bored with everything.
No, she hasn't really
At
changed.
first, I found her to be difficult and stubborn. But that facade quickly fell away, revealing her true self beneath. That's around the time when she taught me how to dance. Her instruction was, oh, let's call it strict, to put it nicely.
Oh!
Wrong foot, Dimitri. You're supposed to lead with your right.
Wait.
Oh, the sun's going down.
Her hair
really
was
ought to be heading
brown?
home.
That 1 year before she had to return to the Empire was so much fun. The time of my life in many ways. It's kind of pathetic to think about it all these years later. But can you guess what I gave her as a parting gift?
It's the knife, isn't it?
Oh!
Huh. Good guess, Professor. But I swear, it came from the heart. In Fargus, we've long considered blades as tools of
I had a
destiny,
feeling.
as a way to cut a path to a better future. She was being dragged all over, unable to live the life she wanted. I thought the dagger could help her cut
Did
a
you
path
get like
to
a
the future
different
she
story
dreamed of.
with?
Well, no, she never
However,
mentioned it in
that
mine.
was many years ago. I'm sure she's forgotten all about the boy I was back then.
It's not too late to reconnect. Get that sibling love.
I'm afraid it's far too late for that. Things are different now. She's different. I'm different.
If you guys weren't like,
I know when we got to the point where she kills him, though, she did it because she didn't want him to suffer anymore. Because he had gone completely mad. Yeah.
Will you join me for a bit? You must be getting a bit tired of the ball by now.
Well, yeah, because you played the
I was on the Black Eagle.
You're Black Eagles. So you end up killing him though on the Black Eagles?
Well, yeah, he's trying to kill Adel.
It's quiet here, isn't it, Professor?
It's about to get romantic.
That reminds me. Do you know the legend associated with the Goddess Tower?
No, I know nothing. I've heard it, I
guess.
guess.
It's because your support with him is the highest.
Is that right? You don't strike me as the sort to enjoy stories like that. They say that wishes made in this tower will come true.
Did you not talk to her when
Wonder who came up with such a silly notion.
No, when my person walked up into the tower, it was whoever had that highest support with at the time, so it was Dorothea.
Oh.
And then my second run through was Edelgard, because she was my highest, because I wasn't trying at that point.
Legends are legends, nothing more.
I mean, to be fair, he's the only person I really talk to
really
in this whole
that
thing.
wishes can be granted.
I have the most interactions with him.
The goddess just watches over us from above. That is all. No matter how hard someone begs to be saved, she would never so much as offer her hand. And even if she did, we lack the means to reach out and grasp it. That's how I feel about her. In any case, I suppose there's no harm in passing the time with silly legends. What do you say, Professor? Care to make a wish? We are here on the night of the ball. Why don't you try wishing for something?
After you.
A wish of my own. I suppose my wish is for a world in which no one would ever be unjustly taken from us. Or something.
Oh, I guess I'm
along
marrying
those lines.
Dimitri, because apparently I have the highest. That's a great wish. I don't know. I mean, that's a great wish. I don't know.
Thank you, Professor. Although
I probably
at a
should have
time
said I'll
like
wish for the
this,
same.
Perhaps it would make more sense for me to wish that we'll be together forever. What do you
Whoa! Whoa! I wasn't expecting that.
think? Well now, Professor, you must admit I've improved in the art of joke-telling.
Dude! It didn't sound like a joke. I'm doing it.
I'm sorry. I guess that was rather thoughtless of me. Honestly, I do regret saying such a thing. Please,
oh
think
my
nothing
goodness,
of it.
I'm ruining this whole thing.
Blurted out irresponsible things like that to my classmates. Promises that we'll see each other again and the like. I have no business making such promises for the future. There are certain things that I must accomplish, even if it means risking my life. I may not even have a future to promise to someone.
Well, now I have to marry Dimitri, right?
We should head back soon.
Man, what would happen if I said
It's rude
cool?
of me to keep you all to myself.
Probably the same.
Shall we, Professor?
Yeah. I don't think you get any parts or anything with this, do you? Okay. This is like a
more
support,
of a, this is who you have the highest support with.
Yeah. I liked it though, it was like really cute.
Even if just by like a fraction.
Yeah.
It seems that everyone is having a delightful time. Will you not dance some more?
No. We're done.
Not like you get much of a choice of what
I'd
you're
rather
choosing.
not.
How dull of you. Had I a body of my own? Oh, I would sing and dance until I fell upon the ground. But you... do as you will. Oh, you're not the only one who feels that way. Look over there.
Hey.
I'm bored beyond compare. Will you not follow her?
That's random. Why would I?
Oh, come on, hurry up. I know that you are curious to see what she is up to.
Go, because Sophus is right. I'm curious.
I hear someone singing from over there.
that's what most Fire Emblem games have usually pretty good. Like this one definitely has a way more like animated cutscenes than the past ones, but that's because they can.
They can, but the thing is,
but they usually have a lot of CGs like this.
But the cutscenes aren't bad though either. Like,
well, no, even the DS ones, they're not that bad. Yeah. It's just there's less of them because.
Well, yeah, because you can't put much on a little thing.
Did you hit A or did it advance?
I didn't do anything. I didn't press anything.
Hit A.
Yeah. That song. I feel that I have heard it in the past. Actually, it is not that I have heard it. Did I once sing that song to someone? No. There's more. I wrote this song. Oh, but how could that be so? If that were true, then how could she be singing it? Unless...
I think she's starting to realize...
No. I am suddenly so exhausted. As are you, no doubt? Quickly then, to bed with you.
She's starting to remember certain things right now.
No, she's starting to remember her past, too.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna pass out.
No. It fades like you're going to bed.
Okay. I was so confused and I was so concerned and I'm like, girl, what's up? Mission time?
Alrighty, well that's going to be the end of this episode of Fire Emblem 3 Houses. If you guys enjoyed, like, subscribe, and we'll see y'all for our next video. See ya!
Laters!